Good morning, everybody. Woo-hoo-hoo! It's friggin' Monday morning. I know, I probably shouldn't be so excited, but it's another Operation Motivation. The reason why I'm so excited is because I've officially reached a new level of dorkiness. If you thought me lunging while talking into my phone was dorky, I now have, see if I can show you, I've got a selfie stick now. A whole new stratosphere of dorkiness that I'm bringing to you today, this morning, as I go for my morning lunch. But I figure I'd get a better camera angle. It's all about the angle, you know what I mean? Happy Monday morning. Today, on this, I guess you could say episode of Operation Motivation, the Walking Lunges edition, I want to talk about something that recently just popped back into my mind. It's from a book that I read about 2 summers ago, but I saw it 100% on display this past weekend. So I should probably tell you about this past weekend first. I had the once-in-a-lifetime freaking incredible opportunity to go to a conference called The Summit of Greatness. That's right, it was called The Summit of Greatness. It was run by Lewis Howes, who is a New York Times bestselling author, top 100 podcaster in the world, plays for USA Handball. He dominates, and he's one of the nicest, most down-to-earth people I've ever met. So I wanted to thank you, Lewis, for putting on that event. It was incredible. I met so many amazing people there who were driven, who were motivated, who were getting things done in their lives. And it was really cool to be able to see that. But what popped into my mind this weekend, it's really interesting. It had nothing to do with accomplishments. It had nothing to do with how much money some of these people were making. Y'all, I met 25-year-olds who were making 6 figures, doing entrepreneurial startups, online businesses that they were running from their basement. It was nuts. But that's not what was most impressive about this event. What was most impressive about this event and the people that it attracted was the kindness of the community. It was the empathy of the community. It was the values and character traits that really mean something to people. You know what I mean? I read this book 2 summers ago called The Road to Character by David Brooks. It was an amazing, amazing book about the characteristics and the traits that make us who we are, that really leave an impact on other people's lives. And the way it was described, this is not my idea, so I'm going to be the messenger for this one. There are 2 types of traits or characteristics that people have. There's type 1 and there's type 2. Brooks says type 1 characteristics are the ones we most value in our society today. How big of a business you're running, how much money you're making, how fast your car is, how big your house is, stuff like that. They're easily quantifiable, they're easily measurable, and they immediately garner a sense of respect. That's type 1. Type 2 traits and characteristics, Brooks defines as the eulogy characteristics. The eulogy characteristics are the things about us as human beings that are talked about at our funerals. They're talked about when loved ones and family members give eulogies after our passing. That sounds morbid, I know, but hear me out, because I think this is an important idea. It's those traits and characteristics that we're remembered by. They live on after we have gone on. That's what was so amazing about this past weekend. It wasn't the type 1 traits. Yeah, those were really cool. It was amazing to meet people who had built their own businesses, were self-made millionaires. That was incredible. It garners a sense of respect. But at least in my life, now I'm speaking for me, the people that I love and respect the most are the people with type 2 characteristics. They're loving, they're kind, they're empathetic, they give themselves in service to other people. And it makes me smiling just to think about it, because I'm so lucky to have so many amazing friends in my life and family that are the epitome of type 2 characteristics, man. They're the epitome of warmth and love and selflessness. I was reminded of those characteristics last weekend in a culture that so highly values type 1 characteristics. The size of the car, the size of the house, the size of the paycheck. We rarely acknowledge the size of the heart. I know that is so corny. I'm so sorry. But I think that's what matters most. One day when we're gone, when our work is gone, the lessons that we leave with others through our type 2 characteristics, our kindness, our selflessness, our warmth, our empathy, I think that is what leaves this world a better place after we have left this world. That's my message today. I want to be a vessel for that message. That in a society where type 1 is so talked about, I think we should try our best to cultivate more type 2, as David Brooks would say. That's all I've got for you guys today on this episode of Operation Motivation with a selfie stick. We've reached all new levels of dorkiness. After I'm done with my midterms this week, y'all, new content is coming out. I'm so excited. And before I sign off, from the bottom of my heart, and seriously, I mean this, I want to thank you all so much for the support, for liking these videos, for sharing them out with people. It's so humbling for me to see that at least something I say in these crazy talks is leaving an impact in some small way with y'all. I appreciate that so much, seriously, and that's why I'm going to keep making these videos. So, that concludes Operation Motivation, for real. Signing off. Thank you all so much. Have a wonderful start to your week.